Hello, Beez Bladers! Welcome back and welcome newcomers to the channel. Today we're going to check out a new knife from ARTISAN Cutlery and we're going to give one away. And we're going to check it out, take this apart, see what it looks like on the inside, and then we'll come back for final thoughts. This is the ARTISAN Cutlery Andromeda. Would you look at it? Just look at it! And all of its slenderness. I wish I had slenderness. Oh yeah, that's neither here nor there. But ooh yeah, this is a Ray Laconico design, and let's see if I can give you some little bit of texture vision. There we go. There you go, little fella. Ooh yeah, it feels really nice. It's not super aggressive, but it has that kind of light sandpapery feel. And look at here, we have a reversible pocket clip, and let me see how it goes in and out of my pocket. Ooh, very nice. Nice and smooth. It's so smooth. Check it out. So look at this. Here's a major plus right off the get-go. It has flat screws and it's inset into the liner. Nothing to grab a hold of your pocket and tear your pocket up. And reversible, that's awesome. And check this out. For all of you that insist on the inset liners and don't want your liners sticking out to make your knife thicker, there you go. Look how clean. Oh, all you see is that blade. And is the blade centered? Let's check it out. Oh yeah, it's dead center, baby. And this is a button lock. Here's your button. And look at that. It does not stick out. You could just barely see it sticking out above the scales. Very streamlined. Oh, what's this? What's this? A little bit of jimp action. We'll check out the jimping when we check out the ergos here in just a minute. Now, there's like 4 or 5 different versions of these. This is the one with the ARRPM9 steel. This is the budget version. These run, I think, in the 50s, around 55 or something like that. I'll tell you more about that here in just a second. I want to see this blade. You ready? Pow! Right in the kisser. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Ooh, very sharp and pointy. Very pokey, stabby looking. Wow, mama. Look at this blade. Big old swedge going across the top. Nice, clean satin finish. Very nice. Okay, I thought it had scratch on. I was like, how in the world is it scratched already? Very nice. Nice and clean. There's their symbol going all the way down. Look at that. There's not a bunch of screws all over the place. There's just one here, and then your pivot. Your pivot is a T8. And I would imagine it's probably a D-shaped pivot, just like the CJRB Pyrite. And I would imagine that this is probably going to be the same type of button lock as the Pyrite. And I know everyone knows about the Pyrite. If you don't, you can go watch my video on it and check it out. And I know overall this is about 8 inches long. The blade's just shy of 3.5 inches. It has ceramic bearings inside there, and the blade stock is 106 thousandths of an inch. It is starting out thin. Behind the edge, 20 thousandths of an inch. How do I know? Because I just measured it. Let's see if we have any wibble wobble. No wiggle to the left or right. None up and down. Now left or right, if I really try hard and pay attention, no, you know what? There's none. And what's our lockup? Let's see. Looking inside here, I don't know if you could see that. I'd say we're locked up at about 30%. Let's see what kind of factory edge they gave us. Ooh, nice. Ooh, very good. Nice. Very nice. Very slicey. You know, I love to cut things. I love to cut paper. It has a steep grind. I can tell because when I'm holding it flat, it's not grabbing. So I have to come up. But once I meet it, whoo, very nice. And let's see what it looks like next to a couple others. You know, I got to pull out the penguin. Everybody should have a penguin. And one of the most popular knives that's been out recently, the CJRB Pyrite. Oh yeah. So if you got a Pyrite and you were wondering how long or how big that the Andromeda was, well, there you go. The Andromeda is a little more slender, a little more elongated, more handle going on. This definitely gives me a Ray Laconico feel, a little more sophisticated look. You know, maybe you're going to the steakhouse, or you're just not, you know, you're not going to be going out and digging for worms with your knife for the day, or it's your gentleman or your ladies carry for the day. And here is the Civivi Savant. And then we have the KIZER Big Lighter too. There you go. So long gentleman carry knives. They're all thin. This one is thinner than both of these. I'll show you the thinness here in just a second. But this is one that I can imagine. It is not going to take up much room in your pocket at all. It's not going to take up real estate. You're not going to have a big old flipper sticking out. And let's check out 2 more. Here's the Petrified Fish Zero. Oh yeah. Look at that. Talk about slender and pokey. And while we're at the theme of slender and pokey, how about the ARTISAN Serious?
Why so serious?
If you ever go out to eat, I don't care if you're going to Waffle House and you're going to cut something, would you rather use whatever comes on your plate or on your table, or would you rather use one of these or one of these? What do you think about that? Heck, if you're like me and you look for every excuse to use a proper knife for everything, I'll use it to butter my waffle. Let's check out the action and how it feels in the hand. And wow, it is very, very snappy, super smooth. I mean, it feels like it's been taken apart and cleaned already. It feels like my pyrite did. The action is very good. The button works well. Now, I will say that it's very similar to a lot of button locks that I have. It does not have a strong detent. Now, if you sling it down too fast, it will bounce out. Now, I don't see this as being a hard use knife. So when you get this out and you use it, oh yeah, look at that. It cleans. I wish it cleaned. It does have a very nice snap. The button, you can use the button to deploy it. It's very, very clean. I mean, there's no grit. I guarantee we're probably not, there's no way we're going to have to clean this because it feels too smooth. Can I reverse flick this left-handed? Yes. Easy to reverse flick. I would say the only thing I'm noticing, it just doesn't have the strongest detent. But that's the case with most of the button locks I've come across. So very easy to open. Can I slow roll it? There's just enough blade to grab to slow roll it. So that's very nice. My hand is 4 inches from here to here, 3.5 from here to here, and from the bottom of my palm to the tip of my middle finger, 7.25. And this is what it looks like. Ooh, yeah, plenty. Oh, handle for days. If you have an extra large hand, you're good to go. And this, like I said, I don't see this as being a heavy duty user knife. It's not a user. It doesn't need an interdiction. Or what do you call that? Where family members? No, I digress. But yeah, this is going to be a great EDC knife, just an everyday carry. Oh man, it feels really good. This little ramp right here with the jimping, the jimping is not very grippy. It's not very grabby. It's not grabbing my finger a lot, but the way that you hold it, it does kind of ramp and makes your thumb go right there. I imagine you could do some light utility cutting with it, but because of this swedge, I don't think you're going to be wanting to put a lot of pressure with your index finger. You could come out here and just do a little bit of utility cuts, but I don't think that's probably what the purpose of this knife is. This is just a nice EDC knife that looks very sleek. I mean, hand this over to someone and say, "Hey, check it out." And for the price point, this is for the budget one. I almost forgot to tell you, Artisan until January 1st they're having most of their knives are like 25% off. I'll have a link in the description so you could go check them out while there's still time until January 1st. And I didn't find this one cheaper anywhere. So definitely, if I have people ask me after the videos, where do I get this knife? I can't find it. And I always say, hey, it's in the description of the video. And often I pin a comment to the top in the comment section that will take you to the knife to make it easier, because sometimes knives aren't easy to find. A lot of times they're affiliate links, and a lot of times I have discount codes. So definitely check out the description of the video. All right, let's take this apart real quick and take a little look inside. Let's see what's inside this bad boy. You know what? I'm going to go on a whim, and the pyrite, I know you take apart from the show side, so we're going to try that with this dude and see what happens. And hopefully we don't have a spring go flying. All right, let's take a shot at it and see what happens. Okay, so far so good. All right, very nice. Okay, I know on the pyrite, if you try to unscrew it on the show side, or on the what do you call it, the clip side, that it won't turn, because that's what the D-shaped pivot is. All right, there's our pivot. All right, here we go. And I have I have a link to these in the description. I recommend this for anybody, whether you've been in this for a long time or if you're just starting out. It has all the bits in the back that you'll need. And also, you know, while you're at it, you might as well get you a Weehaw bit set. That way you'll have a second one. You never know when you need a backup. A lot of times you'll start to take something apart and you'll need another one, and you'll be like, oh. All right, yeah, I think I have to take this one out. All right, so let's take this dude out. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. And Friday night, Beez Blades live at the Hive. Oh, right. I can't wait to tell you a story about what just happened from a minute ago until we just got here to the disassembly. I'll tell you all about that on the Hive stream on Friday night. So I'm going to very carefully see if I can take this apart without anything going flying on me. All right. Hey, there we go. All right, so here's our button, and I'm going to very carefully show you. This is what it looks like, and it's still holding it on there for me. There's your ceramic bearings, and look at this. This thing is super, super clean. I don't know that I really need to fool with it, but I will take the button out just to show you what it looks like. I'm going to come over here and then wiggle it just a little bit. Here's your button. There's your button. And we'll go ahead and take this blade off. We'll just take a look and see what it looks like. Look at that. There's your ceramic bearings, all nice and clean. But here, look at there. We do have a D-shaped pivot, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to put this bad boy back in. And, you know, there's really no need to clean it. It is super, super clean as is. There's your pivot, and they're nice big old. That's a nice size. I always want to call it a screw. It's a nice size spring we got going on there. All right, so, the giveaway. So here's the details of the giveaway. So is that all there is to it? I mean, it's, yeah, okay. Here's the details for the giveaway. What we're going to give away is we're going to give away a brand new CJRB Pyrite. And all you have to do is make sure you're subscribed, first of all. And then next to the subscribe button, there is a bell button. Make sure you hit the bell button and select all. That way you'll get notified. Try to do this and talk at the same time. That way you'll be notified of when new videos and the live stream. So we're going to give this away on the live stream, and you don't have to do anything special to be involved or to be entered. You don't have to do anything special at all. Look at that, how easy that was. So the live stream, the Friday after this comes out, all you got to do is show up and be there, and you will find out how much fun it is, how awesome this knife community is, and we'll give it away. And all you have to do is be there. There's not a bunch of details. You don't have to give information. There's nothing shady. It is a giveaway. And if you're not familiar with the CJRB Pyrite, well, where you been? I'll show you what it looks like here in just a second. But, you know, a lot of times we do the cleaning. This one, it really didn't need the cleaning. And, oh, my goodness, did you guys catch this? Look at that. I didn't put the barrel spacer back in. All right, here we go. All right. Okay, that's what I get for trying to talk and tell you about a giveaway at the same time. And look at that. This dude, where'd it go? It's just sitting over here, just hanging out. All right, I want to know how many people caught that and how many people were screaming at your screen to try to tell me that I had goofed. You know, it was about time. I was due for a good goof. Oh my gosh. But this will make so much more sense when you come Friday night. And I know you guys remember because you're good at reminding me of stuff. Remind me to tell you what I just did in between moving from one screen to another. It involves flashlights and neighbors, and yeah, you'll want to hear about this. If you've been on the live streams, been at the live streams, then you already know how this works. If you haven't, just come Friday night, be a lurker, just look and see what's going on. We have a lot of fun. There's people from all over the place, United States, other countries, just hanging out, talking about knives. We usually end up doing a pizza check or talking about what we had for dinner. I mean, you just never know, and it's all knives and fun and funockery. Tomfoolery, that's the word I was looking for. All right, so let's see. Oh yeah, it's rock solid. It's working well. Are we centered? Yeah. Okay, let's go to the big screen. And we're back. So it was easy. You saw how easy it was to disassemble, and it's still just as smooth as ever. Nothing to it, as long as you put all the parts back. Now here's the knife that we're gonna give away on the last Friday of 2022. We're gonna give this away, and we always give knives away. It's usually more than one, sometimes 3, sometimes 5 on the Hive stream. But here is the CJRB Pyrite, arguably one of the best budget button locks of the year. I mean, oh mama, this is a sweet knife. And by the way, did I? Oh yeah, easy to reverse flick. I don't remember if I showed you that or not. I'm usually distracted, and that's what happened tonight. I'll tell you all about it. So tell me, what do you think about this bad boy, the Artisan Cutlery Andromeda? I like knives like this. I like slender knives. I like ones. I don't always carry a big, huge, hopping, stomping blade. I usually carry 3 or 4, but that's just me. I review knives, and I'm a little nerdy when it comes to knives, but I like this one. It's very smooth. It's everything I expected it to be, and I bet the Primo versions are even that much nicer. And they have the S35VN blade. I believe it's S35VN. Like I said, there's a link where you can go check it out. But tell me what you think. Do you have an opinion on it? Tell me what you had for breakfast. And go watch this video. You're going to enjoy those knives. And until I see you again, or in the chats, or in the live stream, or at the hive stream, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.